Hi, my name is Andrew Akins. This is my response assignment for Humanity and Technology. I will be covering art and technology in this video. This video will answer questions like, can technology produce art? What kind of art is produced with this technology? How is this art shared? And why is the symbiosis of technology and art so important? I decided to pick this topic because I personally have a connection to art and technology. Previously, before taking this program, I was taking music production at Berklee College of Music and also at Fanshawe College. The technology available was super important for me. So getting into our Webster's dictionary defines art as something that is created with imagination and skill and that is beautiful or expresses important ideas or feelings. So in that context, yes, technology is the tool that helps the user express their thoughts, emotions on that medium. For example, let's say you have a visual artist that is creating something on Photoshop. So Photoshop is the medium that is allowing them to create the content. On to our second question, what kind of art is created with technology? Nowadays, this is super incredible. We're living in a great time because a whole bunch of different categories or subcategories of art have been created due to technology. These can include 3D modeling, animation, video games, 3D printing. All that encapsulates the same thing, and that is all considered art. Technology has also influenced the way that the more traditional forms of art have been adapted into modern society. So the technology used for film editing and music production, all that is so much simpler and so much more streamlined with the advent of technology. Not only that, most of the time it produces better quality. Getting on to our third question now, where's art shared? This art is shared on a whole bunch of different platforms. We're super fortunate to be living in this era, especially if you're an artist. The internet provides you with such a large platform to get exposure on. If you put your content on sites like YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, Pinterest, any of these sites you can post on with your original content, and you'll be able to gain more exposure because you have a larger audience than you would have otherwise. Giving artists these platforms is super important because it helps excel their career, give life to their passion, and it's also really helped a whole bunch of small creators really get into big positions working with big companies, and all that is possible because of the platform that the internet has gave them. Getting into our last question now, why is technology and art so important? This symbiosis is very important for several reasons, including the creation, preservation, and reputation of art and the artists themselves. For the creation, we kind of touched on it earlier, having technology, all these applications to use as a tool to take your imagination and display it exactly how you want it or how it's desired is super important. In terms of preservation, technology allows us to record and preserve more traditional forms of art, along with the fact that it helps move these traditional forms of art and transition them more into the 21st century. In terms of reputation, we just touched on this. Technology allows its users to have the opportunity to have such a big platform and audience to gain more exposure. In conclusion, technology and art and its symbiotic relationship is super important for artists to have both as a medium and a sharing platform. So we went over all the questions that were asked at the beginning of the video, such as how does technology produce art? And we answered that through the Webster's dictionary. In that context, anything you create is art as long as it's done with that intention. What kind of art is created with this technology? The technology has opened up so many avenues for so many different new categories of art to be possible. Where is this art shared? This art is shared on social media platforms on the internet. This is incredibly important to give creators exposure and more opportunity in the space they're interested in. And last of all, the relationship between technology and art is incredibly important. This is how we are going to bring traditional forms of art into the 21st century. So that is it. Thank you for listening to this presentation.